Why is Jelly Roll's wife, Bunnie Xo, hiding out amid IVF journey? In the whirlwind world of country music and celebrity culture, few couples have captured the public's imagination quite like Jelly Roll and his outspoken, glamorous wife Bunnie Xo. Yet in recent weeks, fans have noticed a dramatic shift in Bunnie's once very public persona as the social media powerhouse who built a thriving brand around her podcast, her candor, and her love story with the chart-topping country star has seemingly retreated from the spotlight, sparking countless questions about what exactly is happening behind the scenes and why she has chosen to withdraw from a world that once fueled her career, her identity, and her unfiltered connection to millions. And the answer, it seems, may be tied to one of the most emotional and challenging experiences a couple can endure: the deeply personal, physically demanding, and emotionally draining journey through IVF. A path that has left Bunnie navigating not just medical appointments and hormonal treatments, but also the crushing weight of expectations, scrutiny, and the fear of public failure that so often accompanies fertility struggles, especially for high-profile women who live much of their lives online. Bunnie Xo has long been celebrated as a woman unafraid to share her past battles, from her difficult childhood to her career in the adult industry to the way she transformed her life into one of entrepreneurial success. Yet even for someone as bold and outspoken as she has proven to be, the vulnerability required to openly document the rollercoaster of IVF can feel unbearable, particularly when paired with the endless commentary from strangers on the internet who dissect every word, every photo, and every absence, making her choice to hide out a form of self-protection, a way of shielding her heart from a world that can sometimes be cruel in its curiosity. Sources close to the couple have hinted that Bunnie's disappearance from her usual online haunts is not a sign of marital strife or personal collapse, but rather a conscious decision to create a safe cocoon during one of the most uncertain chapters of her life. A time when doctor's appointments, injections, and invasive procedures dominate her days, and when the emotional stakes feel higher than anything she has ever faced. For this is not just about her body but about the future she and Jelly Roll envision together, a future that includes the possibility of welcoming a child into their unconventional yet deeply devoted family. The irony for Bunnie is that her brand has always been built on openness and authenticity. She has thrived by refusing to sugarcoat the hard stuff, by telling the truth about addiction, about money, about marriage, about fame. Yet when it comes to IVF, the raw truth may be too heavy to bear in real time, too sacred to share until the outcome is known, too private to broadcast while she is still in the trenches, and in that sense her silence may be her most powerful statement yet, an act of defiance against the idea that women owe the world access to their most intimate struggles simply because they once chose to live publicly. Fans have begun to speculate on social media, with threads running wild on TikTok and Instagram comment sections wondering if her absence signals a pregnancy already in progress, if complications have arisen, or if the couple has quietly stepped back after heartbreak. Yet insiders insist that speculation only adds pressure to an already fragile situation, and that Bunnie's decision to hide away is less about secrecy and more about sanity, about reclaiming control over a process that so often strips women of agency, reducing them to statistics, cycles, and clinical procedures. Jelly Roll, for his part, has remained focused on his music career while also being fiercely protective of his wife's privacy, subtly hinting in interviews that they are navigating private battles and reminding fans that not every part of their love story needs to be broadcast, and his quiet solidarity has only deepened fans' respect for the man who sings about struggle and redemption while living those values behind closed doors. What makes this chapter so riveting for the public is not just the celebrity factor but the way Bunnie's story mirrors the experiences of countless women around the world who quietly fight through IVF in silence, hiding bruises from hormone shots, carrying the weight of dashed hopes and uncertain futures, and feeling pressure to perform normalcy even while their bodies and hearts are at war. And in that sense Bunnie's retreat may feel eerily relatable, her silence echoing the silence of millions who endure this battle without fanfare, without headlines, without answers. As the days stretch into weeks, fans continue to refresh her feeds waiting for a sign, a message, a glimpse into her world. But perhaps the greater lesson in all of this is that sometimes the strongest thing a woman can do is step back, shut out the noise, and focus on her own healing, her own hope, her own home, even if that means disappointing an audience accustomed to constant access. Bunnie Xo's journey through IVF and her decision to hide out is not a scandal, not a retreat, but a revolution of self-care, a reminder that even the most public figures are entitled to private pain, and that in the unpredictable terrain of fertility sometimes the bravest act is not sharing everything but choosing silence, choosing space, choosing peace. And so the question remains less about why she is hiding and more about what she is protecting, and perhaps the answer is as simple as this: she is protecting her dream, her body, her marriage, and her fragile hope that one day she and Jelly Roll will emerge from this chapter not just as survivors of a storm but as parents holding a miracle they fought for with everything they had. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Talent Spotlight Adol YouTube channel for more update news.